Hi everybody, Councillor Dave Lane here, and I'd like to chat with you about everyone's favorite topic, the budget and taxes. What we're looking at for the 2019 budget is a new assessment year, and that's because every 3 years we reassess properties and we use those numbers to multiply by a mill rate to get your tax bill. And one important thing about 2019's budget is it's based on 2017 values. And in 2017, we saw different homes change their value differently. And that means if we can keep our mill rate the same, we will still see some people who have a higher tax bill. And what we're seeing for 2017 is that a lot of homes that are larger were in less demand and their value went down, and smaller homes in a lot of cases have gone up. So if we can keep our mill rate the same, we're still going to have people with a higher tax bill, and I need people to be aware of that. And that's why I'm talking about it a lot in the news lately. Now, beyond that, we're going to talk for the next 3 months about the 2019 budget because we have another challenge, which is that costs are going up at this city. So we may have to change the mill rate unless we can find costs to cut. So the costs that we're looking at, the big ones are we're seeing new facilities have just opened and those have to be paid for to operate. We see our debt servicing costs to pay for our infrastructure maintenance and improvements, and we're also seeing electricity rates go up next year and into the next few years, as we all are. So we need to have a serious conversation about this. So the fact of the matter is that not only are we seeing assessed values go down on average, which means less revenue, we're also seeing costs go up. Now, we do want to cut costs. It's really important that we try and keep taxes as low as possible. So I'd like to tell you a tiny bit about what we've been doing. You may have heard over the past 3 years, City Hall and Council have been working really hard to keep costs down. We had a major program review. We saw millions of dollars cut from our yearly budget. We also removed over 70 positions on staff to keep costs lower. And now we have a continuous improvement program to always be looking for efficiencies and to cut waste. But we have to do more. So that's why you're going to be hearing from Council over the next month into September, when we are going to be putting in your mailbox all the information I'm talking about. We're going to, for the first time ever, come out 3 months before the budget and say, here's what we think the costs are going to be in terms of exact numbers, millions of dollars. Here's what we think the revenue is going to be based on the assessed values, real numbers, and what the mill rate would have to be to balance that, because we're required to do that by law. Once you have that information, you're also going to see a number of dates where we're going to have public meetings, we're going to have online forums. I'm going to be talking a lot. Whether you like to hear from me or not, you're going to hear from me. And I want to hear from you because it's really important that we tackle the budget together. We're talking about not just your tax dollars and what comes out of your pocket there, but also the programs and services that those tax dollars pay for. There are a lot of programs and services that we receive from the city that we all value very much. And what I've discovered in my past 5 years on council is that people get as upset when we cut programs and services as they do when we raise taxes. So there's a real fine line, and I think that council and staff can't make this decision alone. We need your input. So I hope to be hearing from you throughout September, October, and November as we prepare for our budget, and I really encourage you to become a part of that discussion. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this video, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.